Alright guys, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second vid of my life. I wonder how you guys are doing. Whoever sees this. Probably like only two people I think I've seen in the first episode, but I'm not too worried about it. But to sum it up right now, just to start it off, not with good news or bad news, but I guess it's just the motion of life of, there's gonna be some rough times, or there will be a coming of rough times. Right now, I'm about to take my vacation next week, and in that vacation, supposed vacation that I set up, I'm gonna be in a new job. The new job, I've seen the job, it's like a 50-50 deal of what I can gain and what they gain. Sadly, it's like a second shift where, you stay overnight, you know. And honestly, I'm not too sure if I can do it. Yes, I have. There have been times that I've stayed up late. Funny enough, it's like 11:30 at night right now. But I don't know. I'm a little nervous if I can even try to make it a week doing second shift, and I have to just make a quick decision on if I want to stay or if I don't want to do the job, and that's a lot of pressure, mainly due to the fact that I'm gonna say a homeboy of mine is trying to put me in. He's putting me on, but at the same time, me realizing this now, I might ruin a little bit of his reputation, or at least that's what I think. But I don't know. I'm actually stuck between staying and going, but at the same time, I don't really want to stay in my old job, and I also really want to try something new. And I'm literally like what I just said earlier. I'm stuck in a 50-50 scenario. It's like I do want to do this and I don't want to do this, and then I've really just been overthinking. I have really overthinking about each scenario, what I should do, what I should not do. But at the end of the day, time is still gonna keep going, and I honestly just have to make a choice. And I know in this overthinking, it's not even Monday yet. I haven't even started. That's how I'm guessing. That's how nervous I am. But at least I know the basics of what I have to deal with. And plus, I've also have been into that location. Like, I've been digging in there. They showed me around the place, and I have a good rough idea of what I'm gonna be doing for the next 12 hours. And for the people out there that do second shifts, they know the hell that I'm about to deal with for the rest of the week. And wish me luck if I do it or not, but I am honestly not sure of myself at all. It's probably due to the fact that when I was a kid, half the time I didn't really like making decisions, or I didn't want to make decisions. And not all the time, but my parents, some of my friends, or my siblings, they'll make a decision for me, like, hey, do this, boom. And I guess I really got used to it. And now that I'm older, I'm 25 years old. I still feel, at least I feel like a grown-up teenager, right now. At least I have an idea of what the world is like, but at the same time, I haven't experienced enough of that, and I kind of wished I had those times in my teenage years, but most of it was just me in my room. And I'm not to necessarily say I regret it 100%. Like, I really love those times, and I wouldn't really change it. But the only thing I could do is just focus on it now, and honestly just lock in. And also, in some ways, I am actually overthinking of this too much. Like, yes, it's hard. Yes, it's gonna be difficult. It's gonna take a lot of time, but at the end of the day, it's always gonna be that in either dream or working. It's just I have to endure the challenges, grow into challenges, be part. Dude, I'm just tripping up right now, dude. I'm not even pissed. I'm honestly just in my room. I'm painting, trying to get something done, I guess. I guess it's from the pressure of everybody else. Everybody else is doing something, everybody else is hustling and stuff, and then here I am just laying around kind of. I'm just trying to relax, to be honest. Not too overly relaxed, but just enjoy my time. Enjoy my time. Even just trying to make this video. I honestly, these, at least to me, are kind of fun. I'm honestly just trying to find a new habit, Trying to change things up, trying to be different, but overly than that, that's basically what I was here just to talk about. Not just talk about the problems, but at least I'm kind of feels like a reflection, just a double check of what I'm thinking about in this current night. But regardless, all in all, it's still coming. You can't really stop it. You can't really pause it. I guess the only thing you can kind of do is slow it down. But I'm not saying on some Doctor Strange time warping powers, but in some ways we just gotta take a break, man. We just need to take a break, bro. Like, deadass, don't get me wrong, you should definitely put in a lot of time into work, and, hustle, do the job, lock in. But at the same time, you gotta give yourself some breaks, man. Like, yeah, you can run it up for a good while. You can do it for a good while, don't get me wrong. But at some point, your body's just gonna burn out. You're just gonna crash down. Or at least when you decide to not do your overtime as much as you used to. Oh, fuck. Fucking late at night. But yeah, you get what I'm saying, bro? Like when you put in so much overtime, yeah, don't get me wrong, you get a lot of time off and stuff. And I'm guessing, well, that does help you set up your vacation time, of course, but you just gotta live in seasons. I didn't make it up. Funny enough, I watched that in a video, but that video literally actually did make sense. If a person that lives in seasons, that lives in one season they work their ass off, another season they take a break, another season they work on their craft, you just change your focus and all that stuff. It'll probably get your life might be more organized than you think, Like right now, I'm in a new transition of a season that is once again going to be a lot of work again, but at the same time, it's going to be something new, something to, in a way, just experience, even though it's just going to be, just learn this machine, learn something new, talk to new people. I am a little introverted, but I got to, expand myself just a little bit, but that's honestly about it. Just talk about my side of the story. If you got anything to talk about, you can let me know.